Ladies and gentlemen, today do I have a doozy for you. So in this segment, we're going to be talking about the restaurant owner takes French items off the menu due to France's mean Brexit approach. This is hilarious. This is phenomenal. This is so stupid. Oh, pain in my heart right now as I read this article. I was like, bruh, are you dumb? Are you stupid, bruv? A restaurant owner has taken all the French food and wine off its menu to protest against France wanting from the UK more than what it agreed to after Brexit, which is simply untrue. He's talking about the aggressive stance that France has seemed to have taken over, fishing and things like that, when it's the UK have played games over licensing. The UK have refused to give out licenses to French fishermen, and for the most part, it's been wrongly so. Honestly, this is phenomenal levels of stupidity from someone. Honestly, so the owner of the 1066 at the Chequers is in Pressingham, Norfolk. It's a typo there, guys. I'm not one to speak about typos because I do them all the time, but come on, man. Vowed to stop stocking anything from France until the country showed a more amendable approach towards the UK. Like, bro, what do you want them to do? Roll out the red carpet and invite the royal family over? Jesus. The France could have been far worse. They could have taken much more aggressive early legal action instead of giving us so many deadlines. They also could have cut power off to us as well. But let's not forget that. Seemingly overlooking Johnson's insistence last November, he would not make concessions to France over fishing rights, which he didn't because we just upheld our part of the agreement in part. Where we did say the French could continue fishing in those waters. Michael Knox Johnson said his business decision is based on the French approach to fishing rights after Brexit, which again is simply untrue. The fishing wars, as they've been dubbed, in 2021, a dispute erupted between French fishermen and the government of Jersey about the licensing of French fishing boats in Jersey's territorial waters. The UK is responsible for, these areas and sent 2 patrol boats over because it's all to do with licensing. I've covered this extensively on my channel multiple times. The UK has played games over licensing, and the French fishermen had enough of waiting for Jersey and the UK to approve the licenses. Seemingly overlooking, we mentioned that bit, disappointed with their approach, is something I feel quite strongly about. So strongly that you didn't actually do any research. Great. He added, I'm not anti-French, I'm just disappointed with their approach and the situation the country is in now. The French country or Britain? Take the approach on fishing. We sell a lot of fish. We specialise in it. Yeah, fine. But I feel that France wants more than it's been agreed and what's sensible, and our fishermen are suffering. Our fishermen are struggling because of Brexit, pal. And, France are adhering to what's been agreed to. The reason, each time France threatened to take the UK to court and take any kind of action, the UK authorises more fishing licences. Why is that? What's going on there? Honestly, keep that article for later if it's relevant. We've always had good relationships with the French. No, we haven't. We really haven't had good relationships with the French. We're rival powers in very close geography. We've never had never really had a good relationship with the French. By the EU, as being part of the same bloc, it's been better. I wouldn't say it's ever been good though. I don't think it's fair. We don't get the same problems from Norway or Holland. Yeah, that's true because we don't have an agreement with Norway. We don't have a fishing agreement with Norway. That's why the Coquella's stuck in Hull. So we don't actually have an agreement with Norway. So there's no way the French could be meaner than the Nords because there's no agreement there. If we go in their waters, their navy can kick us out. And Holland, which obviously makes sense if you look at geography. Okay, look. Here is Jersey and Guernsey, okay? Here is France. Here is the Netherlands. All the way up here, right? Yes, we have similar fishing waters. It'd be around these areas, right? Here's Jersey and Guernsey. Here is France. Here is the Netherlands. Shall I go through it again for this guy? This is Britain. That's us, okay? Yep, that's us. This is France. There's Jersey and Guernsey. These are the territorial waters they'd be talking about. Here's the Netherlands. Okay? You got it now, bud? Point being is we don't have an agreement with Norway, so we're not going to have problems with them because we don't have any deal. And with the Dutch, we have a deal, and there's no island there that we control and have ownership over that we can police the waters around. Come on, bruv. Oh, these people. He goes, I'm not trying to offend anybody. but I'm not excusing aspects of our own government. I mean, you have done. Why don't you kick off British items from the menu then? Because our government has caused problems. Why don't you kick off British items, huh? But this is my little way of saying this is wrong. I mean, sure, Macron's shaking, fam. He sees this guy in the 1066 boycotting him. He's like, do you know what, lads? We've got to stop this now. And all the French fishermen are like, okay, Mr. Macron, we'll stop this. Bro. His restaurant has been serving French wine since it opened in 2017. I mean, before then, the French winemakers were struggling dramatically. But now, before the boycott, sales were up, 1,000,000%. And now they're going to crash back down. Those poor French vineyards and winemakers. Now customers will see a message signed by him attached to the wine list. So he's going to be like, why can't we have good wine? And he's going to be like, oh, because I boycotted French. Is like, okay, bye. Customers apparently support this. He probably lives in Gammon Central. Is the approach of our friends and neighbours in Europe has been quite disappointing. So first of all, you're like, oh, I've got no problem with Norway and Holland. And then you're like, our friends and neighbours in Europe has been disappointing. Who? Which ones? With the leadership in France particularly showing a mean, rather childish attitudes to any future relationship. Well, that's not really true, is it? And we've covered why that's not true. It's given our guests to try other wines, which have been quite interesting. People are trying more wines from Chile and South Africa, which, again, is great stuff. People trying more things is good. And it's given an opportunity to promote more British products too, which is great. Shouldn't you have been doing that in the first place since you're such a patriot? Should you not have been promoting British goods first? Like, I don't know, British wine? Like, my dude, like, are you telling me you promoted French goods above British goods? Because that's not very patriotic of you. But, these sorts of people, you got to pull up the map, you got to show them geography. There's Guernsey, there's Jersey, this is France, that's us, there's the Netherlands, okay? Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Nice little geography lesson for your boy there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.